and not a fool. If you need proof, then look at my bicep, because they're wearing sunglasses, and that clearly means I rule. My cooking skills unrivaled
This just won't break past it!
If it's a special kind of perfection, just a match what I have been without ever having tried.
You've been read.
So today, I shall regale you a story of Benny. Benny was, well, not too bad at the start. Pasty, overweight guy who was pretty quiet for the most part. We played Adventurers League together a couple times before I got my group of friends to start a campaign. Not too bad. Didn't roleplay much, but loved combat. One day, Benny announced that he was dating someone. We all congratulated him and thought nothing of it. However, over the course of a few weeks, we began to notice Benny change. As it turned out, Benny's GF was one of those super otaku chicks. What's worse is she was having an impact on Benny. Week by week, we'd see Benny talk more and more about anime, speak in broken Japanese, and generally start his slow transformation into a weeb. We didn't have a clue where this was coming from, only that Benny was slowly becoming more and more annoying to deal with. Then his GF came in one night, and it became apparent where the weeb was coming from. Think a 5'8" beanpole with the face of a horse and a pair of greasy cat ears. That's pretty much Benny's GF. She insisted to speaking nothing but annoying falsetto, saying "nya" whenever possible, and even had whiskers painted on in mascara. I cringed every time she opened her mouth. Now the real issue was that Benny was getting way too into this stuff. Even by normal nerd standards, this guy was getting obsessed. And about 2 months after Benny started dating his GF, that was when the yukata incident happened. Benny comes to the table dressed in a full Japanese yukata, complete with wooden sandals. He's apparently bought all this at the latest anime convention. We were honestly pretty creeped out at this point, but nowhere near as surprised as we might have been. He was going full weeb for a month now. This was just the logical progression. We start playing without too much fuss. By this time, as you probably already guessed, Benny had re-rolled his character from a wood elf battle master, playing it off as a samurai. It was annoying, but not too unbearable. Benny is staring at the front of these guys, and without hesitation, a few hours in, Benny stands up and marches over to the table in a huff. Apparently members of the other group have been making fun of Benny's get-up the entire night, and Benny finally managed to hear some of it. Benny is standing in front of these guys and without hesitation pulls out a freaking tanto and points it at this guy's neck. He looks at him dead in the eye and I shit you not says, "You've soiled my honor. Prepare to suffer," then starts to lunge towards this guy. Cops are called, everyone gets their input, and the long story short, Benny is definitely going to be put in some time for this. Luckily, Benny was immediately tackled by the biggest guy and the knife was pushed out of his hands and pinned to the ground. He's sobbing and he was crying about honor and how we'd pay. Thus ends the tale of Benny and a cautionary tale about the dangers of becoming a weeb. Hey guys, hope you like the slides I've been coming up with, but let's get on to the question I've sort of been accidentally forgetting about. The question I asked before was, how did you get into anime? And here are the comments. The Cat and Yan said, I got into anime in a strange sequence of events. I was convinced to watch Soul Eater from one of my friends I loved, but made no real effort to really watch any other anime. That is until I got into Homestuck, and I got into the MSARP chat, where there was this one role player of Nebita that recognized my Soul Eater reference. I told her I hadn't really watched anything else, so she recommended a bunch of shows to watch, including Kill la Kill, Corpse Party, Elfen Lied, and a few others. Well, those are a few brutal anime to start with, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. And then the last one comes from Kai G, which says, how I got into anime is a bit unfortunate, because one of the first animes I watched was Girls Bravo in my 5th grade school year. Oops. Well, oops indeed, but you know, like I said, gotta start somewhere. My next question is going to be a bit different. My next question is actually going to be more of a, well, how do I say this? Part of me wants it to be more of a contest. You guys really seem to like the one character I made, the squid octopus ice cream person. So I was thinking, maybe I'll give it 2 weeks. I want to see you guys come up with your own character, and the one I like the most I'm going to include in a video as the main character. Because my octopus girl is a bit of a stand-in for me, but I want to showcase a few artists like I have on my Instagram who've been sending me fan art, and I want to showcase you guys because really you guys mean like the world to me. And I know I don't really talk too much. I usually just post the videos, just like here you go. But like, I want to have you guys more involved, and I want to showcase a lot of the local artists, a lot of the artists that come to the channel, because I've seen the artwork that a lot of you guys do. I see what you talk about. Don't think I don't see it. But I want to showcase your guys' art, and the character that I pick will be one that will be showcased as the main character in a weeaboo story that I will read. And heck, if that artist in question has a story of their own that they'd like to include with that character, I'll have them star in that story themselves. But let's see how you guys do. 2 weeks. If you want to show your character, please upload it to Instagram and @ me at vividbarnacle. I will see it. I'd love to see it, to be honest. I'm just so excited that people actually like this slides and the character and stuff. I just like almost started crying when I saw the first one. But yeah, @ me on Instagram. That's how I'm going to see it. That's how I'm going to be judging this. And let's see how you guys do. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.